What's up, Jake? It's everybody here. I'm super excited to announce 5 more up-and-coming woodworking channels that you definitely need to check out. But before we get started, I want to share a little bit of a channel update and welcome all the new channel members out there. I know there are a couple of new people in the audience, about 3,000 more or so I think, and so I wanted to just say thank you for joining the crew. Also, huge thanks to Shop Nation for featuring Make with Jake. It's been a big help with the channel, which means now we can expose these new woodworking channels to an even larger audience. Things have been crazy over here in the Make with Jake shop. I started out the weekend with 1,500 subscribers or so, and well, doubled it, plus more. This is just insane, and I'm super excited about the future of this channel. First off, at least for the rest of the year, expect new videos every other week. I have some great ideas that you're not going to want to miss, so if you haven't already, hit that like button with a couple of Brad nails. Of course, the big project I'm working on is my guitar build. This has been super slow going since I keep getting distracted with other videos and projects, but it's coming soon. I promise. Whew. Alright, so when selecting my top picks for this video, I looked at a lot of different factors, but the biggest one you will notice is that all of these channels, as of this recording, are under 1,000 subscribers and tend to post relatively often, at least once a month if not more. Basically, these are channels that are really giving it their all or are just spreading a positive attitude from within the community as a whole. And that is why I think these channels deserve at least a little bit of recognition for their efforts. Last but not least, if you know of any awesome channels that you feel people need to know about, be sure to write their channel name in the comments down below. That way we can all go check them out. Alright, sorry for such a long intro. We're going to start from the smallest to largest channels. Let's dive into it. Weighing in at 95 subscribers and 20 videos, Elm Builds is a fairly new up-and-coming channel with an awesomely hilarious host. Ryan started the channel back in December of 2020 with a video about building a cell phone stand. The video starts off with a hilarious skit of a kid trying to lean his cell phone against a cereal box so that he can watch YouTube while presumably eating breakfast. Obviously this doesn't work so great, so Ryan builds him a cell phone stand. I know it sounds really silly. Well, I guess it is pretty silly. Ryan's sense of humor translates really well on camera, and you can tell he really thinks through his video production and storytelling because in one video he literally tells a story about a sweet old lady that needs a stepping stool. Ryan's videos aren't just comedy, they have great nuggets of information buried inside, and he is definitely a channel worth taking a look at. As with all these recommendations, I'll have links to all of their stuff in the description down below. Next up, we have a small woodworking channel that cranks out some serious content. And I mean serious. I'm talking like 56 videos in 9 months. Holy cats Moses! Matt and Dom are a seriously energetic duo, and it is really hard to overstate that fact. You can tell that these dudes have a ton of fun making videos, which range from tips and tricks to just pure comedy gold. Friday Workshop! They've done woodworking tips videos about the differences between types of sanders you can buy, lacquer versus polyurethane, you name it. And I hate to be redundant, but while these topics might seem boring, Matt and Dom just bring a level of excitement that is just off the freaking charts. I think this channel has some serious potential, so definitely go check them out. I couldn't make this list without including my new friend Emmett from Deadrise Woodcrafts. Emmett is the only woodturner on this list and has been making videos since March of 2019, which also means he's been around the longest. I started following Emmett back in 2020 when I started my own channel, and I was lucky enough to have him as a guest a few weeks ago on the podcast that I make with my friend Sean. It's called the Proper Tools Podcast. We talk about all things making and woodworking and even interview some great guests. So since I'm sure you don't already have enough to listen to, be sure to subscribe to the Proper Tools Podcast in your favorite podcast app of choice. Hashtag shameless plug, hashtag always be plugging. Emmett recently hosted a fundraiser called the Maker Chess Set, where he had over 32 other makers and YouTubers each make a chess piece, with the final culmination being a fantastic, one-of-a-kind chess set that was then raffled off for a local charity. He raised over $3,000. Well, unfortunately, the raffle is over. I think this speaks worlds about Emmett's character, and that alone, I believe, earns a walkover to his channel. With a fairly ominous and timely subscriber count at the time of writing the script, RT over at Married Man Woodworking has about 84 videos around woodworking and tools on a budget. Building on the funny trope of making stuff for his wife all the time, or having her call him inside at the end of all of his videos,
I hear my wife calling, I gotta go.
RT does a pretty good job of teaching some basic skills and projects throughout all of his videos. Recently, he even doubled down and made something like 30 YouTube shorts in 30 days, which I think is quite the commitment. Most importantly, RT started a Facebook group for up-and-coming woodworking YouTubers to hang out and discuss YouTube topics. This group has been an amazing resource for getting input on video ideas, thumbnails, gear questions, you name it, all of which has resulted in a significant reduction of me having to bug my wife with annoying YouTube questions that she really couldn't care less about. Go take a look at the Married Man Woodworking channel. Links are in the description down below. Last but not least is a woodworker who makes electronics videos. Scott Walsh won't have less than 1,000 subs for long, so hopefully this video comes out before he technically falls outside of my requirements for channels on this list. Just kidding. He's probably already past that by now. Scott has been getting a few shoutouts lately, so I thought I should hop on this bandwagon and recommend a legit winner. Scott has a hilariously dry sense of humor that only years of sawdust inhalation can create. He has his shop in some sort of basement dungeon place and has made some really cool shop upgrades, like his overhead table saw dust collection system, as well as an automated dust collection system that runs on Arduino and servo actuators. Most recently, Scott kicked out a video about teaching his girlfriend how to do woodworking, and their on-camera presence is just pure gold. So I'm really hoping they make a few more just like it. Before you peel out, I'm also including a list of honorable mentions in the description, so don't miss out on that list either. Alright, so if you haven't watched it already, I have the first episode of 5 new channels to check out queued up for you right over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.